Hello everyone, welcome back to the our new playlist of SAP Fiori Elements. This is the third video where we will understand the Fiori element development tools. There are two tools for the Fiori element developments. First is the BAS, second is the Visual Studio. BAS is the very powerful tool to develop cloud-ready modern applications. Whether you are a ABAP developer who is working on RAP, whether you are BTP developer who is working on CAP, or you are UI5 developer, BAS is the essential tool to build the applications. This is cloud-based environment. If you have already worked on the Visual Studio, then you will be you feel like you are already familiar with the BAS. Visual Studio is offline and you can feel the online version of the Visual Studio is the BAS. You can use the Visual Studio also for Fiori element application development, but there you have to install the plugins of the Fiori elements. But in the BAS, already all the plugins installed by SAP, you no need to worry. If you want to work offline, then you go for the Visual Studio, install the all the plugins required. But in this video series, we will use BAS because it's freely available in BTP trial account and we can work with this easily. In this video, we will understand how to configure the BAS. I have already explained in one of the video where how to get this particular BTP trial account that I will give you in the description of this video, and I will provide the link in the cards also that you can see left corner of right top corner of this particular video, where generally the cards of the video are available on YouTube. We will understand the dev spaces also, that is the BAS. We can create the different kind of dev spaces, how to work with this dev spaces. We will understand the different tools available within the BAS for the Fiori element application development, and we will go through the best practices and the real-time project tips as well. So let's get started. Setting up our SAP BTP trial account. What is SAP BTP? SAP Business Technology Platform is SAP's cloud-based environment where you can develop your applications, extend your applications, or integrate your applications. Why we need SAP BTP trial account is part of this particular playlist? Because we want to build SAP application using the Business Application Studio. For that, we need SAP BTP trial account. Not only that, if we want to access the data from the backend system, if you have on-premise system or from BTP trial accounts as well, which is your ABAP environment, you want to access your service, then you need the destination as well. That also you will configure in BTP trial account. Finally, once you develop your application, you want to deploy your application. You can develop on premise as well using the destination, or you can deploy those applications on Cloud Foundry as well using the BTP Cloud Foundry account. Now, how we can set up this particular BTP trial account? To set up the BTP trial account, I have already explained step by step in detail in one of my rap playlist video. To check out that particular video, you have to come to Google and search for the SAP Technomaniac YouTube channel. You will see SAP Technomaniac YouTube channel, or you can go to directly YouTube and search for the SAP Technomaniac. Once you come to channel, if you haven't subscribed yet, I request you guys to subscribe SAP Technomaniac channel and like the videos, whatever the video you're watching. It will help me a lot. Then you can come to the playlist. As you can see, I have created the different playlist. This is our current playlist where we are learning the SAP Fiori Elements. Before that, I have created the playlist on the RAP in detail. There is approx 50 videos, and I have created the one of the playlist on the RAP real-time project where we have converted the one existing classical report to the list-based RAP applications. That is again Fiori element application only. If you are interested, you can check it out. Before that, we have learned about the OData, AMDP, CDS, ABAP on HANA, ABAP new syntax, and small classical concepts as well. So now come to the this particular video which we are talking about, which we want to learn, that is ABAP SAP BTP trial account. If you want to access that BTP trial account, what you have to do, you have to come to this particular playlist, and there is a fifth video on this particular channel that is called the Prepare Development Environment in BTP for ABAP. The same step you have to follow to get this particular BTP trial account. You can access that BTP trial account. This is the fifth video, not third video. And here I have explained step by step how you can get BTP trial account. If you have any problem, you can write it down in comment section. I will try to help you guys. For showing you guys, I quickly deleted my trial account, sub account, so I can show you guys. So we will be on same page. Let me mute my audio. And in this case, you can see you can choose either US or Singapore based on your nearby region, because for me in India, as the nearby is the Singapore, so I'm choosing this one. Let me create this sub account. Let's wait for a few seconds. Let me pause my video. Once you create your account, click on continue and click on go to trial account. You can open the Business Application Studio from here itself if you want to open, but just to check it out, my trial account is created properly. You can see the trial account. You can click on the trial and click on the instances on subscriptions. In my old account, I did a lot of hodgepodge. So I just want to start fresh with you guys. That is the reason I have created trial account. You can see the trial account will be valid for the 90 days. If you are actively using during 30 days period, it will automatically extended till 90 days. After 90 days, you have to create new trial account. Now, either you can open the trial account from here, or you can go to the trial home again, or you can open the BAS from your trial home page as well. You just have to click on the BAS. It will ask you for the user ID and password that you have to give again, or if you have already provided, it will go directly to your BAS account. Now, the concept of the dev space. The dev space is your development environment where you actually develop your applications. There are different kind of dev spaces are there. Let me click on the dev space. Why the dev space is useful? Suppose I am creating the dev space for my Fiori application, Fiori element application creation. Some other guy can create the dev space for the HANA application, the native HANA application creation. They want to build on top of the calculation view, analytical attribute view, their own application. Then they can go to the SAP HANA native application. They want to work with the SAP HANA database for those purpose. Some guys want to create the full stack application using the CAPM. That for them also the different dev spaces there. Some guys want to create the mobile application. For them also different dev spaces there. But for us, the SAP Fiori dev space is required. When you choose the dev space, the already for each and every dev space, the predefined extensions are installed in your development environment. You no need to add those extensions for your dev space. That is the reason SAP pre-configured for you the dev space. So you no need to worry, just create the dev space and start working on that. In contrary or other part, if you install the Visual Studio in your computer, you have to install a lot of extensions to work with the Fiori application. So that you no need to worry about that. SAP already did for you in BAS if you work with these dev spaces. You have to give the appropriate name based on the naming guideline I can give any name. So let me give Ram. And apart from this extension SAP provided, if you want to utilize any other extension, you can choose from here and you can add those extensions also. For example, I have created one of the dev space called the SAP HANA native application dev space. Why we have created previously, if you watch my CDS performance video, which is available on the RAP playlist, real time RAP project playlist, last video, we were facing the performance related issue in the CDS. We want to analyze that. For that, we enable the ST05 trace. We got that trace, we downloaded the plan with file, and that we have uploaded in this particular. We have created this dev space and we created the additional extension called SAP HANA database tool, SAP HANA performance tool, and that got added in our this particular dev space, and we uploaded this our file which we downloaded from ST05 and analyzed our CDS view. If you are interested in that, you can watch that video. Let me click on the create dev space. So let me remove this one and create dev space. You can't use emojis in your dev space name. Once you do that, you can see there are multiple options nearby dev space. You can delete the dev space. You can pause your dev space if you are not working. If you are idle for some time, it will automatically pause. If you want to download the content of your dev space, you can click on the download button, or if you want to edit your dev space, you can click on edit button. So this is how you can create the dev spaces. At a time, you can create the 2 dev space in your trial account. On at a time, you can work only on 1 dev space. Once your dev space in running state, you can work with your dev space. Most important thing, you can see here, we have the edit button that got disabled. Whenever your dev space in running state, you can't edit your dev space. Edit means you can't add the additional extensions for your dev space. If you want to work with those extensions, or those extensions should be applied to your dev space. So let's open my dev space. As soon as you open your dev space, you can see this screen. Get started with the SAP Business Application Studio. You might get one pop-up if you are opening first time. You have to click on OK button. Here we have the different options. We can create the new project from here. We can create the new project from template. If you have already project on the GitHub, that you can clone, you can import from your desktop. You can open any files and folder from here. Apart from this, we have, you can see right hand side, we have the guided answer. You can ask some questions. What are the new things available in the BAS that you can see. We have the guided center as well. We have developer guide to use the Business Application Studio. We can change the theme. So whenever I open first time, what I will do, I will change the theme. Either you can click on theme setting, or there is a one important shortcut or command palette we have, like we have in SAP GUI T code, where we can enter the T code. In the same way, we have here the Control Shift P, that is the command where we can open anything. Suppose I want to change the theme or color, you can change the preference of color theme and you can click on enter and you can choose whatever the way you like. As soon as you come down, it will change the theme. You can see the theme and whatever you like, you can come. Most of the time I use the dark themes. You can use Visual Studio like theme, so it will give the Visual Studio feel. It will look like same when you open the Visual Studio. Let me click on enter button. So this is how you can change your theme whenever, as soon as you open your BAS. Apart from that, we have activity bar. I want to open any project. It can be the existing project, or I want to create the new project. If you want to create any project, always use the project folder in the BAS. To open any folder, either you can click on files and folder, or you can go to the Control Shift P and click on open folder. So it will ask you to which, or you can use the shortcut Control O, or if you're working in Mac, you can use Command O. So just you have to click on Control O, and which folder you want to open. I want to open the projects folder, and you can click on OK button. It will open you the projects folder where you should create all the projects. So let me come to my this particular icon called Explorer, where I can see the project folder here. So whenever I will create the new projects, or all the projects will be in this particular projects folder. So this will be my workspace where I will be working day to day in my all the applications or all the projects, we can say. Now we can see in activity bar we have another button called the search and find. This is same. If you want to search anything in your currently open work file, you can search and replace thing. We have the source control where we can do the versioning, where we can find the we can do the versioning means GitHub. We can attach the code with the GitHub. We can push the code. We can pull the code from the GitHub. Those all the things we can do using the source control. That will also I will show you. We have the run and debug for the debugging. If you want to add the additional extension, we have the extension tab. We have CI/CD, Git cleanse. Lot of things we are having. We will discuss in upcoming videos whenever we will gonna use one by one. Let's create one basic project in BAS. So you can have to click on the, since we have created this particular BAS to build the SAP Fiori element applications. So as you already know, we use the flow plan for that. So we have to create the project from the template. You have to click on the new project from the template. It will give you the different options here. You want to create the multi-target application, you want to create SAP UI5 adoption project, or you want to create the SAP Fiori generator. These three are the different. Multi-target means you can deploy this application in the in our Cloud Foundry environment or any cloud environment. Or SAP UI5 adoption project means if you have existing SAP standard application which you want to extend, then you have to create SAP UI5 adoption project. Or you want to create your own SAP UI5 or Fiori element application, then you have to use SAP Fiori generator. So in my case, I will use SAP Fiori generator and click on start. Next step, it will ask you for the template. You want to create the best freestyle application, then you have to select the basic. If you want to create the custom page where you will use the flexible programming model to extend your application, then you can create the custom page also. You can use the other flow plan we already have discussed in my previous videos: list report page, overview page, analytical list page, only object page, and work list page. I will go for the list report page, or you can go for the work list page. Let me go for the list report page template. Click on next button. Once you select the template, now it will ask for the data source. Data source can be anything. It can be the any on-premise system. It can be your BTP trial account. It can be open source OData service, or if you have local CAPM project where you have created the service that you want to use, or you have created the RAP application that you have exposed either in your trial account, or you have created on premise system that you want to utilize that as a service. Anything can be possible. As of now, I didn't connected any system with this particular trial account. I didn't created even my ABAP environment also. So I will use the connect to a open source data service, which we don't need the password. So I will use here Northwind OData service to just show you how we can create the project. You can use the Northwind OData service. Just click on that, copy your OData service link and paste that. Since it is open source, it will not ask for the user ID and password, and you can easily build your application. But most important thing, it will tell you, since no backend annotations is associated for this particular service, we don't have any annotations created, just it will expose the data. But still we can use this particular service and we can create the front end annotations if it is required, and we can develop the application on top of the service as well. We no need to have annotation at backend level. So it is just telling the warning, If you want to use this particular service, since you are creating the Fiori element application, it is expecting that there should be some backend annotation, so it will easily render all the UI element based on your annotations. But we don't have, no need to worry. Click on next button. Again, you can create in this particular service. You can see this is the auditor service. We have different collections are available, or we can say entity types are available. I will use here product as a main entity, or you can use anything based on your requirement. And I will use navigation to the supplier. For this product, what all are the suppliers are there. Again, you can choose the table type. I will explain you in detail what is this different type of tables: analytical, grid, responsive, and tree table. As of now, I'm choosing the default option, responsive table, and click on next button. You can give appropriate name. I'm not changing. You can give the project name, module name. You can give the application title. I will explain each and every thing in detail whenever we discuss the manifest.json file. And we have to give some description. By default, it have chosen the projects folder. If it didn't choose, you have to choose always projects folder as a workspace, so all the projects of yours will be in one place and you can easily track back them. You can click on next button, finish button. Now it will install all the dependencies and it will create your project. Once the project is created, we can preview our application. Let's open up our project folder. You can see different folders here. The main folder is a web app folder, which is the heart of your application. If you open the web app folder, you can again see the different folders, the annotations. However, we provide the annotations in our wrap application or in the CDS in the backend. But sometimes we are consuming service, like I'm consuming this service from the open source, or the some services coming from the third party. We have to provide the local annotations. Then we use the local annotation file or create our own annotations in BAS itself. Not only that, sometimes some annotations are not available in our wrap, but those annotations are available in the front end, because front end have frequent upgrades than our backend. We might be working in backend in S/4HANA 2020, but in the front end you have the latest version. You want to utilize those annotations which is provided in latest version and which is not available in your backend, then you can use those annotations, local annotations. You can override the annotations if some application provided in backend some annotation, you don't want to use those annotations as part of your application and you want to override those annotations. That also you can do using the local annotations file. We have i18n file or folder where we can maintain the different translations in the different languages. We have the component.js. This is the, we can say, bootstrap of your application, which will load the UI5 libraries which is needed for this particular application. We have the index.html file, which you already know if you have worked any web application. This is the what we can say init file where we are starting our applications. We have the manifest.json file. This is the brain of our particular application, where we are defining the title of applications and what all are the i18 file we are using, what is the app configurations, and the routing means from one page to another page, how we can move. Apart from that, the settings like what kind of tables you are using, or so what kinds of tables you are using, and it should be moved from the, if you have some custom navigation, that also you can define. A lot of things you can do in this particular manifest.json. That is the reason using this we can handle a lot of things which we can't do in the backend. This is overall, I can say, high level picture about this project folder. When we open, let me preview my application. You have to right click on your application and click on preview. You can have different option. I just choose as of now start Fiori, and I will explain these all the options in coming videos. So as you know already, we have used list report piece flow plan. Based on the flow plan, it will render the application. We didn't define any annotations because this is the open source file, so we don't have any selection filter or any column we can't see here as of now. But still we can select the column from provided service and click on OK and click on go button. It will display those all the data, the product related data we can see here. We don't have filter, still we can have the filter from here, adapt filter, and suppose I want to use the filter on the supplier ID and click on OK button, and I can give any filter on the supplier ID. Suppose let me give 3, it will give only the supplier ID 3 data. Like that I can work with this particular list report page. These all the annotations ideally we have to define by default annotation in the either in the backend or in the local annotation file. Then whenever we load the application, by default this application preview will come. So we'll discuss each and everything, how to work with these blue plans, how to eat those local annotations, how to work with the backend annotations in detail. We will use here wrap. We are not gonna use the CAPM applications. I will try to create basic wrap applications, and then we will play around both kind of annotations, local annotations also and the backend annotations also, and each and everything we will try to see detail in upcoming videos. In this video we have learned about what all are the different options to create the SAP Fiori Element application. The tools are available, BAS is available, you can use Visual Studio also. I will provide you link how you can configure the Visual Studio, but BAS is available freely. I will always prefer to use BAS instead of going for the Visual Studio because look and feel almost similar. Apart from that, we got the free trial account, we configured our BAS, we created one basic application, understood how to work with the dev spaces, and created the basic application using the open OData service Northwind, and we saw the basic list report preview as well. I don't want to go in detail in each and every aspect. I have given you overview. In upcoming video, for each and everything we will go in detail when we create the one by one the applications which will be needed for this particular video series. Before going to those videos, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and share these videos with others as well. It will help me a lot. With that, thank you and happy learning.